Today I'll be taking you through the beautiful Glendalough trek. This trek is a great way to experience the beauty of the Irish countryside. The scenery is absolutely stunning with forest filled with towering trees and you'd get to see a variety of birds and animals. The whole hike would take you about 4 to 5 hours. The walk is easy and the experience is simply rewarding. It's truly a magical place. I'm so excited to take you through the entire journey that I've divided into 8 different phases. For this hike, we took the White Trail. There are multiple trails that you can opt for, and it's very easy to navigate no matter which trail you choose. The hike starts from the Glendalough Visitor Center on a paved road. You start by crossing a small bridge that quickly takes you into the trees. Watching the sunlight passing through the trees is really fulfilling to the eyes. The second part of the hike is where the ascent actually begins to take you on top of the mountains. You will have to climb a few steps, and as soon as you get on a few, you will realize that you're approaching a waterfall. The steps take you right across the waterfall, and you'll get to hear the water falling all along the way. It's truly a very satisfying feeling. After reaching the top of the waterfall, we walked towards a stream of water, and all the while I was so occupied observing the gigantic trees around. They were so huge and tall, I simply couldn't get over them. After that, we spent some time sitting near the water. After the steps, you will come to a paved road which soon turns into a rocky pathway. This phase takes you higher up on the mountain and is popularly known as the Spins. The area around is surrounded with grass in the summer and has a few gates to pass through. From here, you'll get to see the top view of the entire place, and it keeps getting better and better as you get higher. You'll be able to get a good glimpse of the valley and the lake. After the rocky path, you get on a very unique trail made out of wooden planks. It was really fun to be walking on this trail. I enjoyed it. Look at that beautiful view. This path takes you on the edge of the mountain and is surrounded with bright green grass filled with pink and yellow flowers. This path goes a long way, giving you stunning views of the river valley. You might definitely want to spend some time here. After walking for a good amount of time, you start getting down on the mountain. You can't really spot any tall trees here, but it's all golden, green and rocky view. The ground here was wet with water patches all around, and I really had to be careful walking on the plank as to not fall down. After going a little ahead, the ground got better, so we decided to spend some time here. We also got to see a few wild deers. Within about 2.5 to 3 hours, we reached the turning point of the hike that goes across the river with a small bridge. At this point, we had completed 50% of the hike. The view here was absolutely stunning, and it's definitely a place where you want to spend some time watching the waterfall. You can also take a dip if you have spare clothes, and also if the water is not too cold. Going ahead of the waterfall, you will start getting down on a rocky area that takes you down to the miners' village. This area is completely covered with rocks. We also saw a few wild goats here. Upon reaching the miners' village, the path gets smoother with no rocks around, and you start approaching the trees. At this point, you would have completely got down from the mountain, and from here on, it would be a straight path with a beautiful lake view. Once you reach the lake, you then start walking into the trees on a wider pathway. There is a small way that takes you down right next to the water, and you can actually start walking from here on a path that is mostly covered with tree roots. I love taking this path instead of the wider path on the top as it's right beside the lake. And yes, I did change because I took a quick dip in the water. We decided to spend some time in this beautiful place observing playful ducks, and for some reason I sat exploring the pine cone. After having a good time, we got back on the paved road and finally made it to the edge of the lake. This is a popular spot that most people can relate to in Glendalough as it oversees the valley and the lake, and also because it's close to the car park. From here, we started walking towards the visitor center by taking a path that is completely made out of wood, including the handrail. I loved this pathway. The entire path was completely filled with trees and beautiful grass all around. This path joined back to the same paved road that we first took at the beginning of our hike. Crossing the same bridge and spotting the visitor center, we knew we had completed the hike. It took us more than 7 hours to complete the entire hike as we stopped multiple times in between to admire the nature. I hope you enjoyed the trek with us, and I highly recommend doing the white trail for anyone living in Ireland. Glendalough is a must-visit place, and summer is the most ideal time to do these hikes. Do let me know what you thought about this trek in the comments below. I would really love to know. See you next time.